This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Alright everyone, I hope you're all doing fantastic. Now first of all, apologies for not uploading any videos yesterday. I was pretty busy. But today I've been busy as well, and I've managed to get a few interviews and I'll be uploading them as the day goes on. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and keep an eye out for those. Now first of all, thank you very much to Scarsy I and of course Kay Sinderman for letting me know about this with Anthony Joshua. He has gone into a bit more detail as to why he called Lennox Lewis a clown. He doesn't respect him, all that kind of thing. And he'd done this on Sky Sports when he had that interview with Anna Wallhouse. Many of you guys would have seen it. And there wasn't too much of an explanation outside of he wants to be guiding the youngsters through himself at some point and help youngsters come through and advise them, whereas Lennox Lewis doesn't seem to do it, particularly with him. And of course, he's always having negative comments towards Anthony Joshua when it comes to the whole Wilder situation, even though Lennox Lewis has already said he doesn't know all the situation, but he spoke to Deontay Wilder, so that's where he's getting his source of information from, right? So he's only getting one side of the story, and he kept calling Anthony Joshua a ducker, and he's pricing himself out, or he's being greedy, he doesn't really want Tyson Fury, he doesn't want Wilder, all these kind of things. And a lot of it seems to have stemmed back from when Anthony Joshua was thinking about signing with Lennox Lewis right before he turned pro, so after the 2012 Olympics. Anyway, Anthony Joshua has gone into a bit more detail as to why he called Lennox Lewis a clown and his issue with him. Anyway, this is what Anthony Joshua had to say, and you don't have to take my word for it. As always, there'll be the source in the description box. So Anthony Joshua's statement. I think everyone has been the underdog at some stage. You always have doubters. With the bad guy thing, I always just say, I am what I am. I don't really say that much. But if you keep on poking me and poking me into a corner, then I'm going to bark back and bite. I'm not a confrontational type of person. I keep myself to myself. But if you keep prodding me, then I'm going to spark back one of these days. Lennox was not a clown for his boxing. The man is a beast for his boxing. We all have photos all over the gym. When we talk about boxing, I respect that. But when we sit around a table as men, I only want to talk about to appreciate the younger generation, but when I feel it comes to me, Lennox is different. He seems to be saying Anthony is dodging someone. He's this or he's that, and I just wondered why he's always attacking me rather than reaching out and helping me when I needed it. Lewis doesn't really reach out. Lewis has never reached out to me. I went to Jamaica to see Lennox when I first wanted to turn professional. He had plans for the heavyweight division and he had plans for what he wanted to do with me, but I don't think they worked with what I wanted to do, so I didn't go down that route. The only times I've ever heard from Lewis since that has been via the internet and stuff like that. Someone who takes the time to call me and isn't really into the internet stuff so much is Vladimir Klitschko. He calls me, he advises me, and he's not interested in, as in he doesn't do it for hits or just for the internet. He calls me man to man and tells me what I should be doing, and I appreciate that. So that is Anthony Joshua's statement. So of course, first of all, it's good that he's got Vladimir Klitschko for advice, and Vladimir Klitschko, as he says, not really a huge personality as far as trying to get views or likes or retweets or whatever it may be on social media. Vladimir Klitschko will just call up Anthony Joshua, hey, how you doing? And this is what I think, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is what Anthony Joshua likes. Lennox Lewis has never done that. Lennox Lewis has always been on social media saying, Anthony Joshua should be doing this. Anthony Joshua should be fighting that person. Anthony Joshua's had a padded career. He's been protected or guided well, and he doesn't really want to fight Wilder. He doesn't want to fight Tyson Fury. But at the same time, Lennox Lewis, he does twist the story as it changes. Because to start with, when Anthony Joshua, of course, when he had all his belts, so he had 3 of the 4 belts needed to become undisputed. Wilder, of course, has the other one. And Lennox Lewis actually said that Wilder should get 25% and Anthony Joshua should get 75%. 3 belts to 1, 3/4, right? But since then, Lennox Lewis has said, well, maybe Wilder should get 30%. He should get 40%. And all this kind of thing. And he keeps on blaming Joshua when he doesn't know the story. He just knows the story from Deontay Wilder's point of view. Okay, so Joshua feels like, listen, man, you know, I'm a fellow Brit of you. So why is it that you're not supporting me? Why is it that you're not advising me? Why is it that you're just critical? Because it's not like Lennox Lewis is coming out and saying, well, I think Joshua should use the jab a bit more. I think Joshua should move his feet a bit more, or maybe lose a bit of weight, or maybe put on a bit more muscle. He doesn't do all that kind of thing. What he does is just criticize on social media. Anyway, as I said, article in the description box. Go give it a read for yourself. Come to your own thoughts. Drop them below. Click thumbs up. And of course, subscribe. And I'll catch you all on the next one.